Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. I'm going to be doing the new moon reading for the sign of Libra, air sign Libra, sign of the scales. New moon is May 4th, was tonight. I'm a little bit after midnight, so I'm in the early mornings of May 5th, but I'm finishing up the last videos. We're going to jump right into it, okay? Let's get up your animal spirit card, oracle card for this new moon cycle. I've already been meditating on your cards and shuffling them for quite some time. So we're ready for you, Libra. What's your animal spirit for this month? Energies you're going to be manifesting over this new moon cycle. Show me. Your card for the month, new moon, the tiger, beautiful fire energy, Libra. The bottom of the deck is the vulture. All right, air energy, vulture, tough, right? Tough. We'll get to the vulture. That's an interesting card. It's an air element, so that's in line with you. But the tiger is a beautiful card. Talks about being in touch with your inner side. The tiger hunts at night, right? So he hunts by moonlight. You can see the crescent moon in his forehead. You know, he's very focused hunter, deeply in touch with his spiritual side because he hunts by moonlight. So he has to be in touch with all of his senses, even his sixth senses, his intuition, as it were, for an animal, right? There's intuition in animals. There is sixth sense in animals, a super sense almost. And all of those senses he has to be in touch with in order to, right, to hunt his prey. So this is very determined fire energy, focused on your objective, the ability to use all of your senses, all of your abilities towards that objective. Beautiful energy. The vulture is kind of essential for rebalance, right? The vulture comes along and the vulture eats the carrion. It's the carrion bird. It eats the dead leftover, you know, the leftovers of the dead animals, right? They call it a carrion bird, a bird that eats the scraps of what's left, right? But it's necessary. It's part of the cycle, right? It's a very misunderstood creature. It balances our ecosystem, right? And prevents the spread of diseases. So we need the vulture. People look at it as an ugly creature, but the vulture is necessary. It's a necessary creature. It has the strength and the ability to be able to do what some of us don't want to do, the dirty work, right? So in situations where you need balancing and purifying, where somebody might need to be, you know, do the hard work, the vulture energies at play, right? And it's a very undervalued energy. It's necessary, right? It's a rebalancing, transformation, cleansing. That's all vulture energy. Let's get into the Deviant Moon. That's the deck I use for all my lunar readings. Tonight we're doing, as I said, the new moon reading for Libra. So Libra, you're being called to do a lot of work, to focus. This is all work orientated. This is focusing on a passion, objective, a vision. This is also doing the dirty work that a lot of other people don't want to do. Oh, 2 flyers. 10 of Swords and Page of Swords. We'll get into that in a minute. The first lunar reading that I've had with 2 cards flying out. I think I had one flip card in one of the readings. A lot of energies for you this month, Libra. You're really going for it this month. A lot of self-transformation. I can feel that already, especially with the 10 of Swords popping out. A lot of transformation. I'm taking those too many flipped over. Wow, these cards are hot for you tonight, Libra. Very hot. I've already been shuffling them before I started filming. Now that I'm getting into the reading, the cards are really wanting to jump out. Let's see if I can calm them down a bit. We want a clear, concise message for Libra, for new moon. Clear, concise message for new moon. Time of beginnings for Libra. Here we go. New moon is always about new beginnings, new adventures, new relationships. Sowing the seeds for visions and projects that are going to start to come to fruition later. You start to see the fruit of that labor later. In the center, this is a 10-card spread. In the center, you have 4 of discs covered by Ace of discs. Wow. Page of Pentacles. Wow. So that's at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles, right? A message coming through about work, profession, career, a message, some kind of communication coming through. Text, email, conversation, meeting, conference. First, let's talk about these flyers that came out. These 2 popped out at the very beginning. 10 of Swords talks about self-imposed struggles, right? 10 of Swords talks about having, you know, you're stuck now because of yourself, because of actions, your actions, right? No one else's. You have the ability to release yourself, but you're stuck. Holding rigid to certain ideas can be a reason. Holding rigid to certain behavior patterns that are unhealthy. You need to, you know, that ultimately only really you suffer from. No one else suffers but you from this. Sometimes, you know, you can feel as though it's the rest of the world putting you through this, but really it's only, you're the only one suffering because you're the one putting yourself through it. It's a warning card. It could be also that you're in that situation, Libra, you need to come out of it. You're feeling out of balance. Page of Swords. Definite communication coming in this month you have to pay attention to. All right, for those of you who are going to resonate with this reading, pay attention to offers, to communications coming through, messages. There's going to be some coming in this month that are going to be very important, right? Conversations, also offers in terms of your abundance, your lifestyle, your work, that which brings financial rewards. You're going to get an offer of that perhaps coming through towards the end of the month. So at the center of the reading, we have 4 of this. This is a miserly energy, holding on to things, holding on to money, in such a way that you're being a miser about it. You're being overly focused on finances. I think there's an anxiety here that you're going to lose everything you've worked for. You're going through an issue with your finances this month, Libra. Your work. Definitely work and interactions at work, communications at work are looming large this month for you, this new moon cycle. King of Pentacles, and over that is crossing a man of industry. This is a self-made man. This is the man who built the company from the ground up. This could be a boss. It could be a partner, an older partner in a venture that you're dealing with. This is definitely a mature, masculine leadership energy in terms of industry. Right? Working, labor, a labor man. All right? So this energy is crossing you. This could be somebody you're dealing with, somebody you're working with. It could be your, definitely I feel boss energy, partners in business. But yet you're wanting to hold on. So what's going on? Is this person crossing you, or do you fear them taking what you've worked hard for? Or are they a mentor? We're going to see. We're going to get through it. High Priestess, all right, at the bottom. So you're having to dig deep. You're having to use your intuition. I feel, Libra, you're feeling like you can't see all sides. You're definitely feeling trapped, and so you're digging inside. You're wondering. You're speculating. High Priestess talks about using, you know, your ESP, your third eye, your intuition, your deeper wisdom, your psychic abilities, all that which is unseen. All of those abilities and senses that are not part of the five senses, but deeper, using those senses to come to an understanding about a situation. It could be that you're very confused on the surface. You're not sure what this energy is coming at you. You're feeling kind of attacked. Definitely feeling put out. Libra, you're going through a rough period this month. I feel like you're going through a rough period at work. Definitely. A rough period at work. You feel like you've been cast out. It could be you've been part of a project and you feel like maybe you've been excluded from the project, right? And you're trying to figure out why. You're really not sure why. You're still trying to figure it out. There's no communication. You're very tired. You've been working on something for a very long time, Libra. Right? You're exhausted. You don't know if you can carry on. You don't feel like you have the support anymore of your co-workers. And King of Wands, somebody's going to come in and help you with this situation. I think you're going to get some inspiration coming in. This is the first time this card has really popped out in these readings. King of Wands is the man, where King of Pentacles is the man of industry. King of Wands is the man of passion. He's the artist. He's the Da Vinci. He's the Grand Master of art. He's the Grand Master of action, invention. He's the one who's an entrepreneur, but he can also be in the nightlife industry, the arts industry, the actor, things of that nature, right? But also he is just the leader in all endeavors. He can be the leader in sports. He can be the leader. You know, he's just a natural born leader in all endeavors, wherever that kind of role is needed, right? Where King of Pentacles can oftentimes be limited to the material world, the King of Wands is the leader in all things, and I think you're needing some of this energy right now coming through to you. I believe this is court cards. When you see a lot of court cards, so far we have two, but when you see a lot of court cards in a reading, it can definitely indicate a lot of influences from people in your life. And I feel like this King of Wands is definitely going to come in and shake things up for you. Right now, the people you've been dealing with have been really leaving you frustrated and disillusioned. The Devil card is at the very top. You definitely feel like people have been plotting against you. I think you feel like you don't see the whole picture, Libra. The Devil card is up at the top and the High Priestess is at the bottom. So I think you feel like you've been led astray a little bit, right? Maybe you feel like people haven't had your best intentions at heart, right? Again, this goes back to this Ten of Wands energy. A lot of times you can feel like this is coming from the outside. It's actually coming from the inside. It's because of your own choices you've made. But a lot of times it can feel like you've been put in this box by by people and interactions you're having in your environment, by outside forces. But this card is a warning that a lot of you can release yourself from these. Even if it is from outside forces, you can release yourself. You have everything you need, right? The one hand that isn't impaled is free and right there ready to take out that sword. All he has to do is pull it out, push it out, and he's on his way to freeing himself. The Devil card is at the top as well. Here, you know, it speaks to this card, right? So the Devil card sometimes talks about feeling like, you know, feeling browbeat, feeling like people have led you astray, like people have, you know, been giving you temptation. It's not really your fault. You know, you've been overindulging. Sometimes it can mean not taking responsibility as well for your actions, you know, downplaying the severity of your actions and things of that nature. Are you shying away from some of this? Are you blaming it on other people? Libra, you have to take care. Remember, the tiger is wise. He hunts at nighttime in his focus. He's solitary as well. The tiger hunts alone. Perhaps it's just you need to get away from some of your environment and some of the people you've been dealing with and try to regain your focus. Justice. There's going to come a period this month, definitely, where there will be some justice. Conversations will be had where you're going to get to the bottom of some of this. Absolutely. Again, Page of Swords is coming in. Could be that somebody comes in as a mediator. Somebody comes in with an offer of mediation, right? Could also be this Knight of Wands here who comes in, who's experienced in your field, and he offers to mediate, and now you finally get some justice. You're able to talk about issues, right? You're going to feel like you're getting some. You've been undervalued, I think, Vulture is vulture energy. Remember I said vulture energy. Undervalued. There's an undervalue to vulture because there's a disgust that people have with carrion, with birds and carrion and that type of thing, animals that are scavengers, right? But again, there's such a deep wisdom to these animals, and there's a strength, the ability to do the work that nobody else wants to do, and the undervalued, right? The lack of respect and the undervalued nature of the vulture. I feel like you're feeling like that as well. You feel very undervalued. Definitely like you've been left out, like you've been abandoned, almost like you've been stuck in the back, Libra. I feel like you really feel bad about this. You really feel like people's intentions have, where this could be a scenario where you guys were all like very close, it was all working out very well, and then suddenly everything just turned bad, and it really seemed like right, here we go, Three of Swords, of course. Somebody's heartbroken, devastated. You're hurt, Libra. I think you're hurt. I think you're going to come through. You're going to have to deal with some hurt this month. It could be somebody you're dealing with, but I think this is you, Libra. I think you're dealing with some pain this month, with some disloyalty, right? And you just have to, you're going to have to summon all of your strength, I think, this month to get through it. It's a very difficult month for you, Libra. I'm sorry to, I'm sorry to read that. But you will come out, I believe, on top. I do think you're going to come out of this in a better situation. There is a small offer. So throughout all of this, while you're feeling quite devastated, there will be a moment where you're going to get your justice, I believe. But there's heartache associated with it. It's bittersweet, right? You're going to get your justice, I think. Your vindication, but it's bittersweet. And I think the bittersweet is because, the relationships, it's too late. The relationships have broken down, right? The communication was bad. The backstabbing, the energies that were going around, you're exhausted. You may have been worked to death, really been worked into the ground and then tossed away in a way, almost. Definitely feeling undervalued, right? And so even though it could be that this could be a scenario where you win a small lawsuit, Libra. You're winning a small lawsuit. Maybe you have some kind of case. This is an example, could be like an employment case or something of that nature, and you win the case, but it's still bittersweet because you don't have your job anymore, or it's left a bad taste in your mouth. That's the kind of example I'm talking about, right? This is definitely to do with your livelihood, something, your career, your profession, something you've been working very hard at. But remember, this Page of Pentacles is here. And definitely talking about an offer. And underneath of that, look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. So your abundance, your value, your wealth, the money coming in is going to increase. You're going to come out of this with a new opportunity, but it's going to be a painful period for you. It's going to be difficult. Let's clarify with some angel therapy cards, oracle cards, to see what can help you through this difficult period this month, Libra. Remember, you're exhibiting tiger energy, so that's staying focused, digging into your own wisdom, your own confidence. The tiger has a lot of confidence. Try not to let them get you down. Oh, last card, almost forgot. Ace of Wands. Yep, new opportunities coming in. Definitely new opportunities. So you're going to be heartbroken, but with this Page of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands, you're going to come out towards the end of all of this with an opportunity for something completely new and different. Something that's going to fulfill you. It's going to make you feel very passionate again. You're going to get your passion back. It could be in the career that you're in now, but I feel like it's going to be in something new. Something creative for you. This is a very creative Ace of Wands card. It's beautiful, right? Look at the baby nurturing. It talks about sowing the seeds. It's perfect for a new moon reading. All right, so definitely going to come out of this with an opportunity to change, I think, your whole, maybe even your entire career. I don't see it. There's no Tower card or Death card, so it may not be as significant as that. Or maybe the change of a career isn't like a Tower moment for you, but this is definitely going to be an opportunity for some creativity. I'm sorry, that's my cat playing in the background. But definitely a tough period for you this month, Libra. This new moon cycle is definitely going to be rough for you. Keep an eye open. Angels, archangels, help us out with Libra this month. What energies do they need to look out for and employ to help them get the most that they can out of the situation and come through it the best way possible for themselves and those that they love? Clear yourself, flipped over. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. There you go. Show me. I need 2 more cards for Libra. Show me. Heal away addictions. 1 more. Show me. And parents. There you go. So clear yourself. Definitely a trying period for you. You're definitely tired. You've had a lot of anxiety, fear of losing everything you've worked for. Clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Definitely clear yourself. Go out to the woods, Libra. Get in touch with nature. Take some time off for yourself. Get away from negative energies, especially negative people. Take some time to meditate. All right? Definitely get into yourself. Remember, the tiger is a solitary hunter. Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Again, this is this card that I'm talking about. Sometimes we have these cards that flip. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. I have to pick up the cards. Sometimes we have these cards that flip, and they're very important when they flip out. It's the energy that needed to come out, right? The message. And I feel like this card is very significant, and yet it's not looming in. It popped out as a side, as an overall. Again, heal away addictions, right? Let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Let go of behaviors that are blocking you from freedom, from your heart's desire, from that which you want most. You can't get your heart's desire when you're blocked like this, unable to move, right? Addictions could be all kinds of things. Addictions to liquor, to partying, to shopping, to bad relationships, to addictions to fighting, addictions to bickering. You can be addicted to any kind of behavior or mood or way of acting or living. But if whatever you're doing is something you're doing over and over again in an addictive way and it's bad for you, then you need to heal. This is also reaffirmation that you have the ability to heal. You are able to heal. The angels are there for you. All of these cards these particular angel therapy cards are also reaffirmations. So not only are they, not only do they tell, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's my cat in the background. She's playing like with a little piece of string or something, going nuts. Not only are the archangels advising you to do this, but they're also reaffirming that they're there to help you. They are absolutely there to help you, and they're already starting this healing process with you, whether you know it or not. The process has already begun. Parents, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Again, past hurts, past traumas, they continually bring you back into these situations, right? If you're finding yourself in these situations often where you're feeling like you've been left out, you've been abandoned, you've been stabbed in the back, the loyalty that you once had isn't there. Sometimes when you find yourself in these situations frequently, it's because of childhood traumas, right? So this could resonate for some of you Libras. It's time to heal. This is also a reaffirmation that your parents do love you. I mean, a lot of situations are really tough. I mean, saying that your parents love you is not enough if you've really had some serious childhood trauma. Trust me. I know, and I've known people who've gone through it. We all have experiences with it. And so I don't want to be glib in that way, right? But what I'm saying is if you do have traumas to do with your childhood, with your parents, with the way you were raised, with anything like that, it doesn't only have to be traumas with your parents. It could be experiences that you had as a child, just in the world, or as a teenager, as a young person, or you know what I mean? So at the time when you were in your formative years growing up, if those issues are still bugging you or blocking you from getting everything you can out of life, then then it's time to look at that and to work through that. The angels are there to help you work through that. All right. So this is a really difficult reading, Libra. I want to say I'm sorry, but I feel like with all my readings, especially when it's a difficult reading like this, when I know you're going through a difficult time, you may be going through a heartbreak. And of course, this could be vice versa, but I do really feel that this is a message for you, Libra. The difficulty is there, but you come through the other side. And I feel like what you're coming through here is definitely negative energy, energy that's not good for you anyway. You're going to get that justice. You're going to get that victory. There are people coming in that have your back. King of Wands here, right? King of Pentacles. Although I do wonder if this King of Pentacles is your boss or someone who is at the heart of some of these issues. It could be. I feel like it may be. And that's who's blocking you and making you feel this anxiety. But certainly this King of Wands is a positive energy coming through. That's a positive person. And so, yeah, you're going to get your victory, but it's going to be bittersweet. There will be some pain to work through, but there will be, at the end of it, remember, this opportunity. It may be small, but it's a good one. An opportunity for starting something new, starting something passionate, starting something that's going to help you on your way to healing, and eventually that's going to bring you great prosperity, I believe, and abundance, especially if you've lost some of your abundance through this scenario. All right, I hope this message resonated for you. My lovely, lovely Libras, sign of the scales. This is the New Moon Lunar Tarot reading for May 4th. It will be released shortly on my channel. And please check out my mid-monthlies that come out, my monthly love check-ins, my mid-monthly love check-ins. If it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave me comments and questions. I do respond to all of them. It helps my channel grow. This is a new channel for me, and I love giving you all these readings, and I love the feedback that I get. Thank you so much to those of you who subscribed already. Thank you, commented. Thank you with your lovely comments. Thank you so much. Those of you who've reached out for private readings especially, thank you so much for those. I love connecting with you. All right, if you want a private reading, just hit me up at bowandarrowtarot@gmail.com. And I do schedule same-day readings, all right? We do hash all of that out via phone or email. All right, for right now, I'm just going to say, Libra, stay strong. Stay strong. I love you so much. You're going to get through it, and you've got a bonus coming at the end of this tunnel. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, and there is abundance coming your way. All right? I love you so much. Bye-bye.